Everyone's like, oh, damn, Daki didn't bet this time. Like, you know?
It's
People are
called generosity.
surprised.
I'm just a very generous person.
Generous person. Other than when it comes to sharing certain things. Then you're not so generous.
I share everything.
Dude, you just reached across and grabbed my food earlier on after refusing it earlier on. If I did that to you, you'd bite my hand off.
No.
Now, let's see the lineups here. Who cares?
Type 5 heavy on attack. On Cliff.
Okay. Behold, Lolsho and Mertorius playing that. Micmac in the defensive lineup here for Who Cares. Micmac's becoming like a steady player for Who Cares now since coming into the lineup.
Yeah, I just want to see what his double type 5 is going to do. Remember last time?
And the one shot.
DiNG,
Yeah, actually, Mary picked up a triple kill from that last time.
No, I mean, last time when they played it, Kazna crew rushed the... I think it was Kazna, or was it Gohard?
No, it was Kazna.
It was Gohard. That rushed the eastern side and just killed them all.
Yeah, just removed it and then just ignored the Type 5 Heavy down low. So they are going to send both Type 5 Heavies over there. DiNG are going to send the Batchats all up into middle. DiNG blue side on the attack. Who Cares red side on the defense, matching their fantastically awesome red and white camouflage. And Hallow's going to get himself safe behind this block.
Gremek actually got boosted on. Gremek got boosted onto A1 in his 113 by Senti. So that's going to be nasty, actually, to deal with, to be honest. This double type 5 will take 1-2 line. I just want to see what they do after, to be honest.
You have a lot riding on this match, fantasy points wise, don't you, Daki?
Yeah, I hope Shokish doesn't do any damage.
The only player you haven't put in your team.
He's too expensive, man.
Micmac taking a little bit of damage there. Pure taking more damage in his 5A there. He's taken 2 shots, and already immediately DiNG are deciding to relocate. Alien and Hulknick moving away from this area. Breakneck getting up onto the Lighthouse unchallenged, and Hulknick and Alien are now going to follow him up into that position. Now, Lolsho and Meritorius are able to sneak round here. Nobody getting shots into them. Meritorius does fire a blind shot, and that is not necessarily great for Who Cares to let these 2 Type 5 Heavies through that area.
There's not a lot of sneaking involved with Type 5s, to be honest.
Well, they could be very, very sneaky. They both could have cowl nets for all we know.
Mate, they're as big as an apartment block.
Well, they're there unspotted, so it did work for them.
So far.
Oh, just as I said that, Lolsho gets spotted.
Now I want to see what Gremek can do, because he's a 113 shooting heat on distance. He might actually be able to ruin the day for these Type 5s.
Notorious going to sneak around. He's unspotted, playing Spider Goat around the edge of this mountain area, trying to not slide off. Micmac is in that hold down position. What a horrible place to try and shoot at him with him being there in IS-7. He's going to be able to weather a hell of a storm unless they push down on top of him.
Well, they found Gremek now. He is spotted out in that position. I think Mary's trying to line up a shot against him. Can they actually connect, though? That's the question. It's going to be difficult.
Another shot coming into Mary, so both him and Lolsho have taken shots, have been in that area. Nice position here with shots onto Senti. Shokish in that elevated position that he's got himself into, covering Meritorius and Lolsho, and Shokish could actually be a real thorn in the side of Who Cares if he can start lining up shots.
Gremek needs to be careful because he's training with double Type 5s. They have a lot of HP and they are able to do this for a while. He does make the smart decision and bail off, because if he keeps trading with Type 5s, he's going to go down at one point.
Yeah, all it needs is like one crazy lucky pen for him to be able to do some massive damage. He's dropped down low. Shokish in that area with shooting out. He did connect a shot there into Senti, so Senti will be able to tell his teammates, hi, there's somebody up high on the one line and a Batchat. And DiNG now just kind of getting their tanks into position. How are DiNG going to break this one, Daki? How are they going to push through here against Who Cares?
I guess the Type 5s will do what we saw the IS-7s do before, and it's push forward and push against the wall on D3, D4 to make sure to get the shots on towards Micmac's position. Pure is training right now with the hill. That's going okay so far, but I think they will push forward towards the D3, D4 wall, and from there try and shoot at the IS-7 of Micmac.
Micmac could be the one to try and take him down. In this IS-7 though, he can weather a lot of damage in that hold down position. Lolsho, ammo rack, gets that repaired straight away. Doesn't want that to be a weak spot of his tank, but he's taking a lot of damage for this. And this double Type 5 heavy not really working in DiNG's favour right now, Daki, but they are still capable of tremendous damage if they can connect into a tank of Who Cares.
The thing is, they have so much HP, they can still make this work. It's going to be hard for that IS-7 to even do anything. Stenya spots him out now. They are getting connections on towards Micmac, actually.
So Micmac taking 386. Look at that, wasn't a much bigger hit. These Type 5 heavies are capable of massive damage. Breakneck pushing up on Pure the King, just keeping him lit in that area. Sorry, pure love Dora, not pure DiNG. Micmac has got himself safe in this area, but look at that, pure love taking a shot, being exposed. I wonder at what point is Breakneck going to decide that he wants to push over and get that. Just has to be careful. Lucky Blast doesn't shoot him. Breakneck almost looked like he was going to go for that there.
Mary needs to be careful in that type 5, though. He's pushing forward,
taps.
trying to find an angle on towards Micmac, but he took so much damage for that. They need to kill Micmac now.
Micmac taking more damage right now. They're going to push over into him. He gets dropped at the same time. Breakneck goes down for pure love. He gets the kill on that. Breakneck gets himself safe. Alien gets the actual killing blow onto Breakneck. And things are still going here at the moment in DiNG's favour. They still have 7 guns against the 5 of Who Cares.
Yeah, that was good stuff there from DiNG, actually. Mary and Hulknick removes Halu from the game, though Mary finally goes down. But DiNG already took so much advantage in this round, they really can't lose it anymore.
Andre comes down off the hill, but he's in a crossfire where Breakneck and another tank's able to shoot at him. DiNG still with 6 guns available. Who Cares only got 3 guns available into them, and this looks like it's going to be DiNG taking the first round here on Cliff, unless Who Cares can have a miraculous comeback right now.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though. Gramek trying to find something on the bottom side. Lucky Blast already forced to drop off. Senya is chasing him down. It's just 3 guns left for Who Cares versus 6 from DiNG. So Shokish is now starting to clip out on Gramek as well. I hope he doesn't connect anything anymore, for that matter. But yeah.
One more to finish him off. Senya. Oh, come on, Senya. You can be able to do this one. There he goes.
Low.
Senya with the double kill. Now only Senti and Lucky Blast left. You're going to know where Lucky Blast is, although he has run away from that area. Senya having a look for him. He does have one more shot to go. Senya just sliding down, didn't quite make the climb, but he does proxy spot Lucky Blast to let him know where he is. For the rest of the team, Hulkneck picking up the kill there with the double. Now low shot. Senti might be able to get a little bit of damage into him. He does have 5 shots available to him, a considerable bit of HP. But DiNG in no hurry here as the cameraman is trying to expel the demons. Senya coming in to get the shots into the back. Senya going down. Nice, Shokish. Nice. Big kill at the end. Fantastic play there from Shokish. Wouldn't you agree, Dake?
I think he did like 3 shots of damage, so no.
Well, okay. You know, he got a kill though. That's all that matters. You know, it didn't go into the other players. I don't have him on my team either. I think Mojo might.
Yeah, that's good stuff there from DiNG, though, shutting down that defensive side from Who Cares rather easily with those double type fires, getting Micmac out of the game, getting that 5A out of the game at the meantime. There was so much focus from the tanks from Who Cares on the bottom side there on 1-2 line. You had Gramek in that area. You had a Bacha there as well, which was Senti. Then Halu next to the rock. They didn't leave much to cover the upper side, so Breakneck at one point was like, oh, let's go kill the 5A.
Yeah.
And then Andre got on reload and trying to run away with no support, and there's not much he could do at that point.
Breakneck took a lot of damage when he did push into that area as well, so he was kind of saved by Alien. Damage coming out top one there from Senya. He's playing really well, actually, from coming into team. Really showing that he's a good replacement for Positive.
Yeah, he's doing really well, but Losto in that Type 5 did a lot as well. He seems to be a good replacement for Koritz as well.
True.
So now Who Cares has to attack, though, against DiNG, and I think this will be a bigger issue, actually, than winning their defensive side. This should be technically 2-0 for DiNG. They can play aggressive if they want to, like we've seen them do before, 1-2 line counter pushes, like they've done twice already in the last matches. They might decide to change it up, though, because that's what they did in the previous match, which really kind of forced them, because Isuba just had 7 guns there in that area ready up, ready to shut them down. So I don't expect 1-2 line play, but you know, it's DiNG. Sometimes they just keep doing the same thing.
Yeah, sometimes DiNG can be a bit, you know, old, reliable, and not change up their tactics, but sometimes they just rely on the individual player skills to see them through. Certainly they did a lot of that last season. They would do predictable tactics, but they would just execute the tactics so damn well it was really hard to break them down, and this is an extremely mobile setup for DiNG on the defense with 5 backchats and 2 TVPs.
This is the standard lineup that they used before in the last 2 matches as well, the 5 bats, double TVP. They went 1-2 line. Now I strongly doubt they're going to do this again. I really doubt they're going to be doing the same thing yet again, but you know, we might be surprised.
Push coming out here from Who Cares.
Similar, actually.
It's similar, yeah. I mean, they're sending Halu down on that one side. There is like a very coordinated push here though from DiNG, very aggressive on the side, Dake.
They all make the climb so far, so good stuff by them. Even Hulkning getting up. They are going to take 1-2 line without any contest whatsoever because nobody from
No
Who Cares
spots.
is there.
And DiNG are going to find himself in a very nice position here. This is going to be very hard for Who Cares to push into because DiNG have already immediately taken a very aggressive position in the middle of the map. They're not being challenged on the 3 line by anyone at all from Who Cares, and this makes it hard for Who Cares to try and push. Effectively, all they can do is try and push into base 2. They don't have anyone really challenging the hill yet right now on the lighthouse, and Who Cares, in a way, are set up to wait on DiNG coming to them, but DiNG are not going to do that on defense.
Shokish, in the meantime, finding some information. He peeks up and over here to figure out if there is a spotter in those H1 bushes. If he doesn't get spotted, he knows there's nobody there. That's a lot of info for DiNG. He will find Halu, so he got the proxy spotter removed at the very least.
Halu just going to back himself round the corner to play safe. He is isolated from his team. Now the rest of the tanks from Who Cares are going to rotate round the lighthouse here. They're going to perhaps try and make some kind of play into base 2. But the danger is here is that Who Cares really have no map positional play whatsoever here, Daki, do they?
Senya has the hill as well, so unless they keep pushing, he's going to spot all of them out rather quickly. Alien needs to be careful though, but there we go. Senya gets the spot, Alien instantly drops down to make sure that he doesn't get crossfire from those bat shots. And now this is information gained by DiNG, even more in their favor. Everybody from Who Cares is pushing around. They can start climbing the hill through the backside if they want to, but even then, Senya's king of this hill right now.
Yep, now whenever someone's indicator on the minimap comes up with a yellow box, that means the tank is spotted. You also see it on the main viewpoint. Their name will come up yellow and they'll have the Sixth Sense icon pop up beside them. So Senya up on that hill immediately spots out Gremic and Micmac. The rest of the tanks for Who Cares just now are unspotted. Gremic choosing to try and trade with Senya. Bit of a bold strategy here because he is already one shot down. Micmac might perhaps want to take one in, but Senya choosing the right option to back off at that stage.
Yeah, Senya have already took a favorable trade. He knows that if he exposes again, there's a chance for a second bat shot to be there. So he decides that it isn't worth it. He takes what he has, takes a reload. Alien in the meantime on reload as well. Lucky Blast is trying to climb the hill, but even then, pushing Senya is going to be a really difficult thing to actually make it happen. Just not going to work.
Lucky Blast able to climb up the hill. Andre coming up beside him, so there was no vision from DiNG over onto that side. But Halu spotted as well at the bottom of the map, so DiNG know that they have an overmatch here if they really want to push anything. Lucky Blast going one way, Andre going the other. They're going to try and catch out Senya on the hill. Very bold move if Who Cares wants to do this because, well, DiNG can just peel back and there's covering fire from the remaining DiNG tanks as well. So again, as we're saying, Who Cares kind of stuck on this side of the map, looking to make a play, and it looks like that play might be to try and force Senya off this hill.
The thing is, Breakneck is still covering as well, and I think Losho and Meritorious are aiming there as well. So if this happens, if this push continues on towards Senya's position, they're going to trade a lot for it. And Halu getting wrecked
in that position. Because if they decide to focus onto him, Shokush shooting out into him, Hulknick shooting out to him, Halu down to 33 HP, blind fire coming out now from Hulknick, not actually with a blind fire, he is spotted, but now Halu decides to move, he is spotted, Shokush picking up the kill there, Halu is eliminated, and now DiNG have the tank advantage, and they've only taken a single shot in doing so.
Yeah, Alien made it onto the hill in the meantime, and he's trading with Lucky Blast, he's okay with that, Breakneck still covering, Shokush had those binoculars on his bat shot, probably helping him out to get the spot there. Micmac, when he pushes around, Breakneck will be ready and waiting, already taking connections from there as well. Who Cares in no position whatsoever to really push this hill.
Lucky Blast continues to take more shots from Alien as he peaks. Alien getting better of this trade, but Alien only has 2 shots left. Senya still holding that position below Andre. Senya now able to try and get shots down into Gremic, which is a really good play from him because Senya's able to connect those shots and Gremic isn't connecting shots in return. He did lose his gunner, quickly heals him back up. Alien now trades another shot there with Lucky Blast and backs off. It's actually Andre he hit. Senya's down to 3 shots. He's going to have to relocate very soon because in a minute Who Cares might just try and make the play, but in the meantime he does get the kill on Gremic below him.
Yeah, good peeks there from Senya, removing Gremic from the game, and only him and Alien have taken a single shot of damage. Everybody else on the lineup of DiNG has not received any shots whatsoever. This is brilliant for DiNG. There's no way in whatsoever for Who Cares.
And pure love Dora in a terrible position there as Losho picks up the kill on him. Who Cares with only 4 tanks remaining. DiNG still have all 7 guns in the game with a massive HP advantage over them. Double the HP of Who Cares right now. And DiNG are in absolute cruise control here on Cliff. Cruise control? Cruise control.
Hulknick and Shokish in the meantime are closing the distance as well across the open. They're going to take some damage for this. That's Santi clipping out in that TVP. But the rest of the tanks are slowly but surely going down. Andre is going to be the first one in trouble. Micmac coming from the side, or they get Senya, but now Breakneck clipping on towards that position as well. Senti's about to go down. Micmac on 1 HP. He's out. Who cares? I told you it's going to be difficult.
Who cares? Really struggling here right now. DiNG looking back to their old polished self right now. There is no one left alive for Who Cares. It is DiNG winning this match 2-0 winning the map. And yeah, so much HP still on the board there.
That was just, you know, DiNG taking that 1-2 line, shutting down the hill with Senya and Elian, and then just getting picked apart. There's not much else to describe that. Halu making a mistake across the K line, losing that. But
yeah,
even if he didn't die, I don't think they win that round. Whatever DiNG has, hill control. The only way they could maybe make that work is if they push eastern side very aggressively.
Great plays there by Shockish.
We don't have to talk about it, honestly.
Top 5 players all coming in though from DiNG, Elian, Shockish, Lulsho, Hulknick, Senya. Lulsho showing again, like you said, a really strong addition to the team in place of Creates. DiNG perhaps lacking that, you know, tactical expertise from Creates, but Lulsho will bring a lot of knowledge coming from the RU region, previously playing with Hellraisers.
It brings a lot more player skill than Creates.
Hellraisers now being Tornado Energy, and also coming from Not So Serious, another very strong Russian team. So.
And they need to pick up 2-0 here on Prokhorovka. I mean,
they
who
have
cares?
the potential to do it. This could be DiNG's big comeback here.
They have to.
Yeah, they have to. If DiNG can get 4-0 lead here, then
no, if there's 4-0, it's over.
It's over, because it's Runeberg next, then Mines. And Runeberg, DiNG know how to play that, and they do it really well.
Yeah, so they need a 2-0 here, to be honest, to make this work. If they don't pick this up 2-0, it's not going to end well whatsoever.
Now let's see what Who Cares can do. Who Cares are going to be on the red side, DiNG are going to be on the blue side. Who Cares with the red and white camo, DiNG with the black and white camo. DiNG's camo has pretty much been static multiple seasons, hasn't it? They haven't really ever changed it up or changed the design of it.
There's no need for it, but it's good stuff. So they're going for standard play here. An STRV, double bat, and then 4 IS-7s. This is something we saw the likes in the CIS server do as well. And then on the attack, what a surprise, there is IS-7s and bat shots. So everybody's going to switch to the IS-7 now. Again, everything is about initial positioning, the initial strategy. If you get the upper hand on Prokhorovka in the beginning with the positioning, it's already game over pretty much, because it's very hard to recover from that.
Okay, now let's see. DiNG and Who Cares both going to go into the middle area, Daki. There's no shenanigans here. They're going to go for a good old-fashioned brawl in the middle, good old-fashioned face-off. We'll show Elian, or we'll show Mertorius already shooting the terrain in front of them to remove that. Breakneck spawning out, Micmac spawning out, everyone getting away safely, and Micmac taking the first shot there.
Yeah, good stuff here from DiNG, getting that spot out, knowing where the bat shots is. They're only missing one tank. It's now going to be IS-7 on IS-7. It's going to be quite a stale engagement in the beginning, but now Breakneck and Senya can actually choose to push 1-2 line, but they are unaware of the position of the last bat, which is Senti, on the hill. As soon as he starts firing, though, that will tell them.
Yep, Senti in that position, not able to do anything immediately at the moment, but the minute he shoots, someone's going to say, hey, there's a bat shot up on that hill. They did know where Lucky Blast and Micmac went down to. Senya has moved up into a position where he's in the bush and just can proxy spot if anything comes in. Alien taking a hit there for DiNG in his IS-7 as he's playing peekaboo. Breakneck starting to relocate a little bit as well, Daki, and Hulknick up on the position of this rail given overwatch from the STRV.
Ooh, these double bats get spotted out in 1-2 lines. Senya is doing the overwatch, and I think this will be a push almost from DiNG, or at least aggression, figuring out that there is 2 bat shots out of the fight and Senti on the hill as well.
Senya getting himself spotted, has to run off the hill. He does take a lot of damage for this as he backs off in that area. Alien's taking damage in the IS-7. Now Breakneck's coming over to support Senya. Looks like they might want to try and take the push here into Micmac and Lucky Blast, because they do know Micmac is taking some damage, but DiNG just continuing to play peekaboo at the moment with Who Cares and relying on their more experienced players to try and do damage.
Senti's about to come off reload again, though, and he can do so much from that position if he plays it well. DiNG needs to be careful here, because they are starting to lose the trades ever so slightly. Senti's taking control as well. If he spots out the STRV of Hulknick, that is game over, because those IS-7s will make short work of an STRV.
Hulknick still holding that position for now, but Breakneck is now taking a shot, and he's bat chat as he got spotted by peeking over there. Who cares with the HP advantage right now? Roughly about 1,000 more than DiNG. Senti's driving into the cap circle. Hulknick spotted. Lots of damage going out his way immediately as he's going to try and get himself into safety.
That's what I said about that STRV. Once he gets spotted out, it is going to be difficult for him to survive. Senya's now pushing down 1-2 line, but Lucky Blast and Micmac, they're waiting.
Counter push coming in here for DiNG. They're trying to do some damage back into Who Cares. Senya is dropped. Lucky Blast picking up the kill there. So first blood going into Who Cares' favour, but Who Cares bleeding damage back. Gremic taking a lot of damage. Hallow taking damage. So is Pure Love. DiNG trying to make the armour work for them. Mertorius is pushed up aggressive, but he is in a crossfire right now. Senti shooting him from the back. Gremic shooting him from the front. Hallow shooting him from the front. He goes down. This is going atrocious right now for DiNG, but they are making it work still in their favour. It's now 5-4, and DiNG might just pull this one off, Daki.
No, DiNG is pulling this one off because two bad shots were too focused on Senya, and they clipped him out, yes, but in the meantime, all the IS-7s played aggressive with the help of Breakneck as well, and they lost that trade. If you would lose the IS-7 trade, it's not going to work. So two bad shots out of the fight, Senti out of the fight as well on the other side. That was an overmatch for DiNG.
Senti running away now, going to try and distract as much firepower from DiNG into his favour. But look at this, he's getting shot in the front from Hulknick in the STRV. Another shot might be connect into him, but he does get himself safe in the riverbed. Now DiNG have to be careful of Micmac and Lucky Blast coming in behind them. It is triple Batchat against 3 IS-7s, a Batchat and an STRV of DiNG. And again, Who Cares finding themselves in a really dangerous position from a situation almost winning to going absolutely against in their favour.
Yeah, Breakneck just trading with Senti over here. Lucky Blast does pick up Alien in his IS-7, so that's something going the way for Who Cares. But Breakneck should be able to close the kill onto Senti when he wants to. If he pushed forward, he would have killed him already. But even then, it is still 4 guys versus merely 3 of Who Cares.
It's not over yet. DiNG have to be very careful with their HP, but Breakneck killing Senti. Lucky Blast is picked off by Shockish as he starts to run away. Shockish should get another shot here into Lucky Blast and pick up the killing shot. No, Lolshu actually steals it from him, Daki. Micmac now the only tank left alive for his team. Shockish with a big miss there, dropping a shot right in front of him.
Yeah, feels bad, man. He probably will get another one though, but not full damage. He'll get the kill. Nice damage there for Shockish. 3.4. This is going to be in that IS-7.
Double kill as well. Nice, Shockish. Nice.
There's still 3 matches, Ryan. Relax.
It's good. I don't have him either. It's just good to see Shockish doing well. He's a cool guy. Cool guy.
3-0 now. I said they have to win this 2-0.
Yeah.
This is not looking good.
This was their best chance as well. This was their best chance. They I think it was a smart map pick from them. You know, they're like, okay, we can, you know, try and surprise them on this map. They are terrible.
He did so much damage in the rest of
he did, as usual. I mean, he got spotted quickly, but then he came back into it really well. Nice from Shockish as well. Really good again from Lolshu.
Senti shouldn't have been so afraid for the STRV, I think. I think he could have...
Just pushed him.
I think it was affordable to push forward and kill him. And at the same time, at least, like...
Because if he did that, he's kind of safe still on that side of the map.
No, if he does that, even if the bot shots rotate, the IS-7s peek in the middle and shoot the bot shots as well. They'll trade so much damage in their favor that the other 2 bot shots would have been able to roam the map freely.
Yeah.
So if their IS-7s were able to peek up, shoot the bots that were going towards Senti, if they even did that, I think they would win that fight. If they kill the STRV, Senti gets behind, puts some shots into the back as well. Probably will die because the IS-7s turn the turrets and kill him, or the bots go for it. But the damage trade would have been significant.
Yeah, because it would have not allowed Hulknick to be able to farm top damage. Basically, he was allowed to sit in the back lines and just continue shooting. Team's now going to swap positions. We're now going to get Who Cares. They're going to be the team on the defense, and we're going to get DiNG on the attack. Again, DiNG have previously to this an absolutely terrible track record on Prokhorovka. DiNG playing it 6 times in total and not winning a single round on it. So now they've won a round at least.
5 IS-7s versus 5 IS-7s, but DiNG choosing a T100 on top of that with 1 bot, while Who Cares goes for the double bot shot. Again, initial positioning is everything on Prokhorovka. If the IS-7s get the jump on the other side, they do the damage. Kind of always spirals out of control because as soon as you start taking more damage on Prokhorovka, you're kind of always backing off, which then gives your opponent the upper hand because they can be more aggressive with the more HP. But at least Senya in his T100 will be able to spot out most of the IS-7s. I don't think he'll find the bats though.
Senya going to loop up, loop back around. We've seen sometimes tanks fail doing this as a bit of an overextension, over-aggressive push. Senya going super aggressive actually all the way down here, Daki, which is very bold because there is 2 Batchats waiting on him, and Senya is going to go down as soon as they turn around and decide to shoot at him.
The thing is, if he spots out these 2 Batchats, the up and over will come out from DiNG almost instantly. Breakneck's already waiting in position. Senya, if he sees these Batchats, then they're going to push.
Both Batchats spotted. Senya's going to go down for us. No, Senya gets over the rails, which means the IS-7s in the middle are going to have to come back. But look at this, DiNG, YOLO full-on aggressive. They want to drop the IS-7s really quickly. They're sending everybody in. Pure Love, Gremic, and Andre. How long can they survive for? DiNG need to focus their shots because they are not winning this trade. They've lost Breakneck. And who cares? Being able to come out on top here right now. DiNG, no focused fire whatsoever. They don't know where to shoot, Daki.
Well, they got 2 IS-7s out of the game, but they traded pretty much 4 tanks in return for this. Now the Batchat's coming from the side. This doesn't look like a round DiNG's gonna win, but they have to make it happen right now. It's 4 IS-7s versus just 3 from who cares. The Batchat's on a reload. They cannot stop the aggression. They have to continue pushing and hope to make it work because it's the only option to win this round.
This was really actually a great counterplay here for Who Cares. DiNG committed all of their forces into that push there, and Who Cares just left 2 of their tanks there, and 3 of their tanks just pulled up. Andre, Senti, and Halu were completely safe from that engagement. No DiNG tanks were shooting at them. Now DiNG are going to find themselves in a really nasty crossfire. Lucky Blast and Micmac. Lucky Blast is off reload. Micmac is about to come off reload, and DiNG are getting absolutely pasted here in counter, Daki, and it really looks like DiNG have no tactics whatsoever for this map.
I think Who Cares just got a good trap, to be honest. That's about it. And then I think Breakneck was a little bit overeager. He should have waited a little bit longer. So, I mean, it was a good trap from Who Cares. It's just about initial positioning.
So Who Cares taking this round here on Prokhorovka. They did get 1 out of 2. They tried for both, but it didn't quite work in their favour. It's back. Well, it's not back. It's now currently on 3-1. And Who Cares still in there with a sliver of hope.
Yeah, a sliver of hope, but, you know, I think if DiNG coordinates that push a little bit better, they win that round. Breakneck was overeager. He got focused down almost instantly. The IS-7s need to go first, get everybody to fire, and then he gets on towards the side. Now he was actually the first one in the engagement, and he got focused down almost instantly. So if he waits a little bit longer and comes from the side, DiNG has a very good chance to actually make that work.
Yeah, a bit strange from DiNG because when they pushed over, really, nobody went down quickly there for Who Cares. Nobody took a lot of initial damage for Who Cares. So I think it was a lot of bounces or maybe missed shots or something like that. Quite confusing, actually. I thought DiNG really had that when he pushed over all their tanks.
They had it until Breakneck decided to go around the corner.
Runeberg coming up now.
It should be 4-1.
Runeberg, I like watching Runeberg. I like seeing what teams bring out.
I don't think we'll see Super Conqueror, though.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it on mines being used. It wasn't necessarily a standout tank the way it was used. It was used in like a defensive position where you'd normally get a TD sometimes sitting in that area.
As a sniper.
And it does have fantastic gun handling, to be honest.
No, I hate it, actually. Half my shots seems to go wide.
It's like my shots regularly, so I should do really great.
I felt like the old FE215B was more accurate. I don't know why. I think they have the same gun stats. It just felt like it was more accurate.
Okay. Okay. Well, no FE215B being used here. It was a popular tank to be used on the defensive side, but never really getting used much on the attacking side, going for more mobile tanks. But DiNG starting out on the defense here, and Isuba are going to be on the attack. Isuba red side, DiNG blue side.
So Shokish is on the Super Conqueror, apparently. It's kind of slow, but you can't make it work. You know, he has that gun as well.
You've jinxed it because you said you didn't feel it's as good. You said you've not got Shokish in your fantasy team, and he's really going to show you up now. It's going to go one of two ways. He's either going to have a fantastic game or he's going to have
I hope he gets set on
terrible
fire
game.
and his ammo rack blows up because of it.
There's no middle ground here, Daki. It has to be one or the other.
I hope he gets set on fire, and as a result, his ammo rack detonates by the fire. It is possible.
And the turret lands on somebody else.
But it's an all Nord. It's a complete Nord all-in by the side of Who Cares. I want to see how this is going to work.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Who Cares are starting to make the aggressive play through the town on the north side. They are the attacking side. They're holding off at the moment. Senti, Halu, Andrew, Gremic are spotted. Gremic takes 2 shots for moving over to that area. Breakneck is coming over in position as well. They are spotted out here by DiNG. Let's actually listen into the team speak of Who Cares while they make this push.
No ale kurwa tu mają pestki stąd o. Ała, ała.
Ale jedźcie, nie zatrzymajcie się.
To jedziemy.
Ale tu jeden człowiek zginie i sobie przyjmiemy te akademiki, to będzie dobre. Strzelajmy w 113.
Poczekaj, zwolnij trochę.
Jest git,
Ko.
jest
W lewo, Andrzej, w lewo odbij.
Dobra, odbiją.
Dobra, mam
No
double
bekę,
tracka, ginę.
No ja pierdolę, ja też zaginę.
Indziej.
Zasłoń na tym kapie, ty.
Ej, zasłoń.
Spierdalaj.
Ej, stańcie na kapie
Ty chuju!
przodem do tego, okej?
No i kurwa,
Chcą tu
double
puszować?
trackują mnie cały.
Nie.
Well, that push kind of fell flat on its face. And Daki, could you guess which voice was Halu?
Ow?
Ow, ow. Every shot coming into Halu, poor Halu, expressing his displeasure. TeamSpeak of who cares there. A little bit memey. There was a hello as soon as we switched into TeamSpeak, and then sadly the frustration came through for who cares. DiNG being able to read that play like a book. Lolshow breaking it, coming around the back of them. Who cares? Already down 2 tanks. And DiNG are just going to tighten the noose here and squeeze basically for all that who cares are worth.
Yeah, this round is very done and dusted. To be honest, there's no way out. They're locked. It's like, you know, rats that are...
It's shooting fish in a barrel right now for DiNG. There's absolutely no way that who cares can break out of this. DiNG have a perfect surround of them. They still have 7 guns, able to keep shooting at them at the moment. And you can just see shot after shot right now firing into who cares. Pure Love is down to a 1 shot. Andre is down to pretty much 3 shots in his IS-7. Lucky Blast, not got much health left. And then Micmac, the only tank left with some HP to do anything with here for who cares.
Can we not stop letting Shockish farm damage when it's unnecessary?
Shockish, Super Conqueror getting a kill there on Andre. I don't think he's going to be the one with all the damage though. It's going to be another one of these tanks that was south, maybe actually Breakneck coming in from the back, but you called it, Daki. You reckoned it was going to be 4-1 DiNG here. Who cares, you know, had a plan, but...
Did they?
DiNG were ready for it.
Yeah. Crossing heavies on the A line spotted when the entire team is aiming. Questionable.
Questionable. I mean, you could hear the
Thinking.
displeasure from poor Halu taking shots there.
Like,
Well played, Shockish.
it was too expensive for my team. It was too expensive for my team.
You have everybody else there but
Man,
Shockish though, so that's a good pick, to be honest though.
Everything went badly ever since I thought that Kaznauer was a DiNG was going to play 3 matches and they didn't, and since then Mojo's been ahead, and it's not even fair because I would never lose otherwise.
I was talking actually to Danny right before this match, and you didn't know this, and it turns out that Alpha might not actually be playing for Savage Squad. Ah, I'm just kidding, Jackie.
You know, I know you were lying because I spoke with Alpha
Double
before.
checked it yourselves.
I spoke with Alpha
making
before.
Making sure. Okay, so DiNG on match point. I'm reckoning it's going to be 5-1 because that's what I predicted before this match started. And that's going to be Ruinberg done and dusted. That's going to be DiNG who cares done and dusted. And more pressure put onto Oops and Utopia.
Yeah. It's attack on Ruinberg. DiNG can lose this.
Could. Or Shockish could pick up like triple kill.
Nah.
We'll
Don't believe in fairy tales.
We'll see. We'll see. Now, DiNG going to be on the attack on the blue side. It's going to be who cares on the defense on the red side. Quite a hard map to actually break for the attacking team normally, to be honest. It is a map that favours the defensive side most often than not.
Yeah. Defense is very favored usually. It really depends on the team. So if you have a very high skilled team versus if you have a very high skilled team playing against a weaker team, then there is potential to break Ruinberg defense because of that higher individual skill and just tactical coordination.
Yeah, I mean we've seen it from DiNG, who have looked absolutely amazing. Halu and an FV215B, that can't be right on the display. Surely the FV2, that can't be right. The 215B is not part of the tech tree. DiNG pushing up here into the middle of the map. We'll find out that later on. Lolshow taking a lot of damage for making his cross and dropped almost down to 1 shot, 376. Alien taking damage. And now let's actually find out how this is going to keep on going right now. DiNG's TeamSpeak, let's listen into him right now.
Я на катке 2 раза. Разменяйте мне.
Бэш.
Алло. О, поку 113-го. Ладно, не ФВ. Дайте по ФВ. Хорош. 113-го открою 113-го, открою 113-го. Да выезжайте по скипу.
Едь на семерке, блядь, что ты стоишь?
Да ты его закрыл. Я без БК.
Игнорь маус. Едь просто туда.
синьор фа.
Кстати, походу на блок капать, я не знаю. Пытаться.
Да, там лол прокатил. 300
Банный
хп.
стыд. 3 раза
тихо,
говорю,
тихо.
что мы будем
Тихо.
делать.
Теску сейчас.
And well, DiNG trying to make a push through the middle there, Daki, but who cares, able to position their tanks ready to receive it.
Yeah, that was a quick shutdown. A complete counter from Who Cares, to be honest. So, you know, I don't know what to say. There's a complete counter from Who Cares on towards the positions of DiNG. They just grouped up everybody in the middle and shut down Lostro on the crossing instantly, and then it just spiraled out of control.
Yeah, a shame. DiNG on match point. Could have taken that one, could have won it cleanly. 4-2. Looks like DiNG might be winning it now 5-2, which would mean that somebody else is correct and not me.
I wonder who that person would be. Can you name him?
Little Daddy de Killzone.
You can call me that if you want to.
You said little. I can't call you Big Daddy de Killzone. And you got the hat that says Big Daddy, but you said little all the time.
You can just
no?
call me Daddy.
I'm not going to ever call you Daddy. Only if you call me Mummy.
Sure, Mummy.
Oh, don't say that like that. No. Andre coming out top damage
Don't
there.
challenge
in
me.
The Super Conqueror. Fantastic tank for this map.
Yeah, don't challenge me, I will say it.
Adaki, I know fine well there's like a limit and then there's you in the distance every time.
What limit?
There's just none. There's, like I said, there's like a line and then there's like you way past the line every time.
It's because I run so quickly. What?
Okay, I know. I've seen you run, you know.
It wasn't that bad.
Quickly is maybe not the word I would use, but you know. Who cares on defense here coming into
Motivated
mines?
is the word I'd use.
And then DiNG on the attack, only if you hear a dinner bell in the distance, maybe, you know, that's it.
I was going to make a joke, but I can't do it. I'll tell you after podcast.
Oh, here we go. Okay, this is, like I said, the line and then Daki away past it. Do you think DiNG are going to take this one, Daki, or do you think Who Cares can come back into
I am
it?
100% convinced in the capabilities of DiNG on Mines attack. This is what I expected. This is what I looked at in the beginning of the match. That's what I said 5-2. Everything is going according to plan. This is where DiNG takes it.
Okay, sounding confident.
Always.
Sounding confident. DiNG on the blue side, Utopia. Who Cares on the red side? Mines, one of the oldest, if not the oldest map in the game. It was called something different previously in the past. I think it had some kind of Czechoslovakian name.
It's called Hills as well.
Hills or something, yeah. Now,
it's an aggressive defense from Who Cares. But I think DiNG should be able to shut that down with the lineup they have. TVP, they have a bat for the hill as well. I don't know. We have to see. We saw what happened between Isuba and Utopia when Isuba tried to play aggressive. So DiNG have more mobile tanks though. They can shut this hill down rather quickly because of the stronger turrets they have.
DiNG going to push up into the hill. Who Cares are deciding that they're going to take the fight into the hill as well. Andrew and Gremic running around the back of the hill. They're going to get there unchallenged at the moment. And, well, DiNG really need to get their focus fire coming in, because if not, they're going to be caught in a crossfire. And this could be really bad for them. Mertorius and Shockish are going to push up into the hill. They're going to try and force these tanks back. They don't want the Batchats coming around into the back end, but look at this. How much damage can Andre and Gremic do? Watch on the left-hand side. Watch him start to clip. DiNG are focusing into Halu, trying to drop him right now. Here comes Gremic and Andrew. Now, they're right in the middle of everyone, and DiNG are just going to turn their attention, the back tanks, into them. Gremic's down to a one-shot 189. Andrew down to a two-shot 523. DiNG still have all their guns available, but look at the HP. They're bleeding right now, Daki.
Yeah, being massacred right now. 4 guns remain. It's 4v4, but the positional advantage is swaying heavily in the favor of Who Cares right now. Breakneck's about to come off reload. Maybe he can make the difference, because they need to do a hell of a lot of damage to actually come back from this one.
Mertorius gets taken out by Lucky Blast. Who Cares with 4 tanks and 4 guns available to DiNG's 3. It can all depend here on Breakneck, but he's now on reload. Senya is reloading as well. He's not able to fight. It's just Lulsho on his own in between 3 tanks. He's not going to last long at all. And this looks like it's done and dusted with Who Cares picking up this round. It's going to be 3-4, and your predictions out the window as well, Daki.
Yeah, it's just nonsense what just happened for the side of DiNG. 3 tanks turning their guns to shoot at bad shots while they're getting farmed from every other direction. just something that shouldn't happen. They should expect this bot shot flying. All they really needed was like one heavy to shut it down. Senya though, the playmaker for DiNG, he could make a difference in this one if he can pick up the kill against Pure, but I don't think so.
Lucky Blast taking a shot there from Breakneck as he peeked out as well. Breakneck's going to continue to try and do damage before he goes down, but he's going to have to back off and reload now. So at that point, Hookers are going to start chasing them. They're also going to pressure Senya on the hill. So Breakneck and Senya trying to do split tactics here, trying to draw Hookers all over the map, but they just don't have shots available to him. Breakneck, if he keeps playing Ring of Roses here, he can survive a bit longer, but no, Lucky Blast takes out Senya, picking up the double kill. Breakneck is about to come off reloads. He's probably going to clip into Sente, but then he's going to go down as soon as the remaining tanks from Hookers can turn and get an angle onto him.
Yeah, this is over for DiNG. That was nonsense play, to be honest. He's going to go down here in a second as Pure picks it up. That's 4-3. That's just nonsense. Meritorious and Hulknik turning their turrets in the middle of an engagement with heavies. I think it's weird.
It's really strange watching DiNG, because like on one round they look super strong, they look super together. You're like, hey, this is old school DiNG, and then they go into another round and you're just like, this is DiNG that look like they've just, you know, came straight out of Silver Series or Bronze Series or something like that. They're really uncoordinated, really not showing the experience that you would expect from the team.
You can't turn your turrets in a gunfight like that. You're just going to get farmed by 5As like they did. They turned their turrets and Hulknik and Meritorious pretty much disappeared. To kill those bots, I mean, it's not that difficult. You have like one heavy playing on the bottom side a little bit behind. The bots come, they clip onto him, and then they die, pretty much. Weird play from DiNG. They get to defend now, though. They should still have it, but...
The thing is DiNG have to be doing better in situations like that. If they want to be going through to the playoffs, and if they want to be going to potentially to Moscow for Wargaming Fest, they're going to play up against much harder opponents doing stuff like that. And they'll get slaughtered, absolutely slaughtered if they're playing like they're playing now.
Well, the way they're playing right now, they won't make it there, so there's that. They get to defend now, which is luckily enough for them. I think not something that Who Cares...
More favourable for them, yeah.
I don't think this is something that Who Cares can break. From what we've seen, they're winning on the aggressive rounds, the super aggressive rounds with surprises. Thing is, you can't really surprise DiNG on the Mines attack.
Yeah, DiNG should know what to expect here no matter what lineup you get from Who Cares. And DiNG should take this round, but there's always the potential it can come into a tiebreaker. DiNG are not closing maps when they should.
4-1-13's TVP double bot for the side of Who Cares. They could do something aggressive in the beginning if they want to. Usually we see the teams going for the hill first. We have seen some instant 1-2 line pushes. Sometimes that works. Usually it doesn't. But DiNG, on the other hand, parking the bus.
Yeah, big time DiNG going to sit back and not challenge this.
Who Cares from the beginning.
Going to go down the low side on the water decky, immediately try and do a base 2 kind of aggressive play here. They're lining up to try and shoot Senya, but Senya's already across unspotted.
You can't spot the T100 crossing like that. They try to find a bat shot or something, but the T100 just gets across for free. They have taken the hill, as they're supposed to do, but from this point on, DiNG has all the positions under control. They would need to make a big mistake to actually give away this round because of those angles we've seen before. It's almost really, really impossible to make it work.
Okay, now let's have a look at this one. We saw a shot coming out from... No, not Meritorious. It was Lausho or Hulknik shooting across into Andre but not connecting with him. It was Lausho actually not connecting with him in his E3. That shot hit Andre. That could have been a big, huge change already at the start, but... Who Cares gathering every tank up here in the middle, looking like they might try and do some kind of hill push, positioning some tanks over around onto the 8-9 line. A push down the 8-9 line is an option to them. DiNG do not have, oh, they do have Shockish in the mouse, so Shockish is going to hug that hill, and he's going to do what he can to hold that position. Now, Daki, you're playing about right now with crayons, it seems to be, so what do you want to do? What do you want to show me?
Well, the thing is, what makes this defense so difficult to break is you have these angles here for DiNG. They can shoot like this, right? They can shoot in this direction with these two guys. But then again, you have this guy, and this guy, which crossfire this entire area. That's already 3 tanks, right? But don't forget, these two can just turn their turret. They can also shoot this. This is why the 1-2 line push becomes so difficult. And on top of that, you have this guy as well. Why they can't push down, like this, like you see a lot of teams, is because these two guys from the base, together with this guy, completely annihilate anything that's coming down. That's you have the Clipper and the E3, which makes it super difficult to actually make it work.
Ooh.
And then you have to try and kill this guy under the hill. It's just so difficult to get through this because you need to force the defender to make a mistake, but they have you can't actually force them to do that because of the position.
Here's an interesting thing. Who cares if actually sent all three of the 113s up into the middle of the hill? Okay.
Okay. And I mean, maybe they'll try and drop up and over. You never know. It does kind of look like that, up and over.
They're kind of lining up something. Are they going to dive bomb Shockish?
Yeah, that's what I mean with up and over.
This is... I mean, they're going to play right into the guns, though, of DiNG in doing so.
It will be a surprise, but they could all die from falling as well.
This is... oh, God. What are you going to do? Who cares?
This is up and over. This has to be up and over. This is them going to drive off the hill. Like, you know.
This is crazy. This is going to be interesting to watch, actually. Andre is moving.
I don't know if it's going to be interesting. It's going to be painful. It's going to be a painful experience.
Really, come on. This cannot be happening. They are not going to dive bomb the mouse.
Well, they're not going to, like, dive bomb him. It's going to drop next to him.
Like something out of a cartoon. Andre keeps Shockish proxy spotted. And these 113s are going to try and drop down and see what they can do. Senya just ever so edging his tank up. I mean, they're debating it. They're thinking about it.
I think they will do it. It does look like that. That's the thing. Like, it looks like they want to do it.
Senya's up here saying, hey, I can't see. Oh, nice from Senya. Nice one there into the head of Andre, and he has to back off. What are you doing? Who cares? Come on. Please tell me Grimmick's not disconnected, and he is there. They've moved up into position here, and they've not moved since they got up here into position. Are they going to send Pure Love over at the same time? Like what are they going to do? Grimmick and Halu are starting to move.
Here we go.
Lucky Blast is moving. They're going to try and drop down here and scissor Shockish between them. Lucky Blast already taking damage as he goes down. He's going down at an angle. Grimmick's coming down at an angle as well. Lucky Blast takes shots. He gets tracked himself. Halu glides into the back of him. This is Keystone Cops. Clown Fiesta 101 as these tanks just absolutely ruin themselves going down. And this, whatever tactic, whoever suggested it, do not let him make tactics anymore.
Oh, man.
Is this tier 1 mines? Like, come on, guys. You should be doing better than that.
That was interesting, to say the very least. I mean, they tried. There's some dropping going on there. You know, it was interesting.
Micmac pushed up on Senya at the same time, but Senya is able to take these trades with Micmac. It is going to be a two-shot to drop Micmac. Mary's now going to move out and kill Pure Love. Lulsho's going to come over and smash Halu in the face as well, but it looked like Halu actually, oh, he didn't survive that one as Mary picks off the kill. Now there's going to be Senya coming in for the trade because Micmac's clipped out. He actually kills him with a ram. Now only Andrea and Senti left for Who Cares, and DiNG are going to pick up this one comfortably, Daki.
Yeah, to say the least. That was an interesting tactic, dropping up and over.
First one tracked himself when he got down.
I'm sure there was a plan where they all come off of the hill and the first guy doesn't get tracked, but it didn't end that way because the first guy did get tracked and then they all kind of slid into them. I think Halu took some own damage as well, I'm not sure. It doesn't take that long to readjust your gun. Like, Lostor literally drives like for like
He's like aiming up here and he just goes...
Mary drives forward for like 2 seconds, or like half a second, and peeks and shoots. It was interesting.
Interesting change, yeah. Showing something different, Who Cares? But yeah, with so many DiNG guns available to shoot those tanks when they dropped, they were